Salut à tous and welcome back to Lingoni French. It's a pleasure to teach you again today. For this lesson today, I'm really going to need your feedback because this lesson is a lesson I didn't want to make actually, and that really took me some time to prepare because we talked about definite articles, indefinite articles. And I've had comments that are completely fair telling me it's great to tell us that I have to say le chat, but la voiture. But that's not only do I need to know that, I first of all need to know when a word is masculine or feminine. How do I recognize a masculine word and how do I make the distinction between a masculine and feminine word? And I answered to that. I wish I could tell you, and I wish we had some very clear and reliable tips, but we don't. I mean, I may give you some ideas, like usually when a word, but then I'll give you straight after that the exception that breaks the rule. But still, some people are like, no, but try to give us some tips. So, because I have no idea if I have to say le plante or la plante. I don't know. Le micro, la micro. Neither. So I thought, fair enough. Let's look for some tips. And but after this lesson, I want to have your feedback. Was that useful, or do you agree on the fact that it's half useful, half not? I'm ready. Il existe donc des terminaisons qui indiquent souvent qu'un mot est masculin. Quelles sont ces terminaisons? Les terminaisons en age. A-G-E. Examples. Le fromage. L'étage. Le partage. L'âge. Le garage. Exception to that? Yes. La plage. Une cage. Les mots qui se terminent en M-E-N-T. Mon. Comme le gouvernement. Un mouvement. Un monument. Un bâtiment. Les mots qui se terminent en E-A-U. Comme le château, le bateau, le râteau, le cadeau, le bureau. And here you should say, I think I know an exception. L'eau. La eau, but L apostrophe. L'eau, feminine word. Les mots en isme, such as le tourisme, le culturisme, le cyclisme. Les mots en phone et en scope sont également normalement masculins. Par exemple, le téléphone, l'interphone, le microphone, le microscope, le télescope, le stéthoscope. Masculin. Et les mots en teur. Le moteur, l'ordinateur, le ventilateur. Exceptions to that? Yes. La hauteur, for example. Alors, il existe aussi un moyen mémotechnique qui dit que les mots masculins se réfèrent plus souvent à des concepts un peu techniques, neutres, pratiques. Sont rarement des mots qui sont liés, and we're going to see that now, à l'émotion ou à une qualité, un sentiment, une description. Let's see if that works. Feminine words then. How do I recognize them? Ce sont souvent des mots qui ont une terminaison en sion. Par exemple, sion, T-I-O-N ou S-I-O-N. L'émotion, la tension, la nation, la précision, la décision. Mais également des mots en T ou en tier. Et là, on a des concepts comme la liberté, l'égalité, la fraternité, l'amitié. All this is feminine. Et des mots en heure. We had teur before teur, ordinateur, moteur, interrupteur. But des mots en heure, such as la chaleur, la douleur, la fraîcheur, la lenteur, la douceur. Many words in et are also feminine, such as la bicyclette, la sonnette, la chaussette, la barrette, la lunette, La gaufrette. Words in ans also, such as la confiance, la souffrance, but also la différence. Words in ans, but with E-N-C-E, but le silence, and not la silence. Words in J also, like J like la magie, la biologie, la bougie, la nostalgie. Then words in tur. La fermeture, la voiture, la clôture. And feminine, we would probably have also words in ud and ad, like ud, la... depends. La solitude, l'interlude, but le prélude. You see? There are always limits to that. And I said in ad because I was thinking of la promenade, la rigolade, la régalade, la pommade. So in that case, le moyen mémotechnique, as we say, would be to see, and you see the difference. These words are usually related to concepts, to emotion, to feelings, to value, ethics. It's true. So yeah, these words are usually more feminine than masculine. Pretty sure if I search a bit deeper, I'll find a lot of exceptions, but if that could help. Then, of course, in a more logical way, things that are referring to a male thing or a man would be masculine. By that, I mean le chat, le chien, le garçon, le fermier, le boucher. Yeah, why? Because we're talking about a male person here. Same way with la, of course. And to conclude, I would just like to give you some little tips regarding other things, such as, en français, les jours de la semaine, les mois, les saisons, everything is masculine. Le printemps, le lundi, le mois de février, all this is masculine. So, jour de la semaine, mois, saison. Les langues et les couleurs également. Le français, l'allemand, le chinois, le grec, l'arabe, everything would be in masculine. Et les couleurs, le jaune, le rouge, le noir, le bleu, everything is masculine too. Ensuite, pour les pays qui se terminent en E sont féminins. Ceux qui ne se terminent pas en E, except Mexique, are masculine. Okay, but Mexique is masculine too. Le Mexique. Mais par contre, la France, l'Italie, l'Espagne, l'Allemagne, everything that's in E is feminine. Par contre, le Canada, le Brésil. Et les noms qui se réfèrent à la science sont féminins. La biologie, la chimie, la physique, la médecine. Looking forward to your feedback on this lesson. I hope this was a little bit useful. At least you may have learned some new vocab, some new words. It would have been useful lexically speaking. Thank you for following us again today. I hope that you had a good time. I hope this could help a little bit, and I see you very soon for a new lesson. For some extra practice, remember to check lingoni.com and our amazing blog. Take good care. Ciao, ciao.